Hey everybody, Dan Lobby back with Lance Reisland. We're going to do another film breakdown looking ahead to the Browns and Saints matchup. Today, Lance is going to walk us through Klint Kubiak and the scheme he uses, how he makes runs look like passes, passes look like runs, how he uses some of those wide zone concepts to make it hard for a defense to figure out what they're seeing. Lance, the first play we're going to look at is a run play for Alvin Kamara.
All right, folks. The Browns are taking on the Saints this week with offensive coordinator Kubiak. Now, Kubiak lineage goes back to his father, Shanahan, and this wide zone concept. So you've heard a lot about this new wave of offense, and there's a couple things that start with it. We got fast motion. So you're going to see a lot of fast motion from the Saints on Sunday. You're going to see lots of wide zone. You're going to see lots of window dressing with motion and movement and shifts. You're going to see Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill in different spots. But let's go through this wide zone and how they block it and why it's so successful. So the first thing is let's take a look at what the offense is going to look for in the defense. So you're going to get a 6 technique, which is head up on the tight end here, which happens to be Micah Parsons. You're going to get a 2-eye, which is inside the guard. You're going to get a 3 technique, which is outside out of the guard, and you're going to get a 6, who is head up with this tight end, who's going in late motion. In fact, you can't even get him on the screen in a stance because he's going to go so late and so fast. Then again, because the play is going to the offensive left, that's where the number backer starts. So inside the box, you got the number 1 backer, the number 2 backer, and the number 3 backer. They do not say Sam, Mike, and Will on any offensive line at a high level of football. They just count the number to the play side. So you can see here. Now, as we move forward, you can see how it's going to be blocked. Moreau's going to come in late motion. He's going to kick out. Hill, who's a tight end here, he's going to do something called a slam arc, where he's going to try to get the attention of Parsons so Parsons doesn't just run upfield, and it makes the kick out easier for Moreau. And then he's going to arc in case the wide zone bounces outside. Here's how you know this is not blocked completely correct by the Saints, and they've gotten better at it as a season. This is week 2. So you're going to see Olave come in here, and he's going to block the number 1 backer. That being said, I know that the left tackle should go to the number 2 backer, and the left guard should go to the number 3 backer after this double team. But they don't, and they end up leaving this number 3 backer blocked. Now, if the Browns give the same look, you're going to see something like this week, where you're going to get Taysom Hill, you're going to get the kick out. Now they're going to take great angles. Because this receiver's coming inside, you know that this tackle has now got the number 2 backer. This guard and this center off an ace double team are going to be the number 3 backer. These 2 guys are going to mic block on the 6 and the 3 technique. And you can see they have everybody blocked. Now, as the wide zone starts, there's lots of things that can happen. You see the slam arc by Hill. That gets the attention of Parsons. The 2-eye takes himself out of the play, and you can see this big lane that they've created, that late fast motion. So the left guard is getting up to the number 2 backer, which I have 3 here, but it's number 2 backer. And the tackle is getting to the number 1 backer. Obviously, the number 3 backer has been left unblocked. Again, so now you see the kick out here. You see Hill, who's getting his hands on a little bit. It's called the slam arc, and he's going to get outside. Receivers coming in for the number 1 linebacker. The tackle, you can see, is looking for the number 2 linebacker with his eyes right here, but he sees his guard going, so he's going to kind of peel off and also go to the number 1 linebacker. This also tells me as a coach that this tackle is right, this guard is wrong. This guard should be going here, which you will see. Now, Kamara has an opportunity on this wide zone to bounce it out wide, bounce it anywhere you want, which takes us to our last look here. So Kamara, who takes it up here, this is just a 4-yard gain. This is not a big hit, but this wide zone kind of, it's a jab, it's a jab, it's a jab, and then you hit a home run. You can see if that guard is here and this tackle is here, they have all these lanes that Kamara can pick from. And that's the idea of the wide zone. You see Hill out here blocking number 21. So even though this is only a 4-yard game, you can see with the late fast motion how it created an advantage for the Saints and how this is going to set up their pass protection for when they want to take a shot downfield.
All right, now we're going to look at another play, and this is where it gets difficult for a defense because this is going to be a pass play that looks similar to the run that we just saw. Lance, show us what this one looks like.
So we looked at the last play. The last play was the wide zone. Now we're going to take a look at a pass play or a play action off the wide zone. So again, the new wave of offense, you're going to get late fast motion by that same guy, Moreau, flexible, formation flexible. So he's going to come late and fast. He's coming late and fast, and him and the other tight end are going to double team Parsons, right? Because he's the guy that can hurt him. Dallas is in a tight front. And what a tight front or an odd front simply means is that the nose guard, the zero technique, is head up on the center. And then you have a guy who's on the guard or tackle in that gap, a three technique on this guard, and then a wide five. But this is first down. So they're in a run. We got a 12 personnel here out of the Saints. Dallas is counting with base personnel. So they got 5 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and a nickel. Now, you know it's cover one because these guys are all looking inside, and the box tells you that these guys are in cover one on first down. As Moreau goes in motion, the nickel back will now take the tailback, which in this look is Kamara. All right. Now, as the play starts, you look at the routes. So they're going to double team Parsons, and he's going to leak late. Kamara is going to come through on the wide zone fake, and he's going to settle in this area. Moreau is going to stay on Parsons, and this tight end is going to leak. So it's the same fast, late motion that the defense sees, regardless of what's front. Now, what makes it really hard for a defense that these guys are going to double team, just like they did on the wide zone. They're going to reach. They're going to reach. It makes it look to these backers that it's wide zone, especially on first down. Now, as the play continues, you're going to see Carr is going to make this run fake. This run fake is going to suck up these linebackers on first down, and you're going to see all of them kind of push towards the line of scrimmage, which is going to open this up. Now, the term you often hear is the word QB friendly. And here's another thing about the Kubiak Shanahan system. It's very QB friendly with often 2 and 3 receivers in the route, not 4 and 5. So this is a very high low on the free safety who I've circled here. This open area is open because of the play action. Now, as the play continues, you can see the play action. We got an 8-man protection with the linebackers up, and you can see the hole that's been created. QB friendly means 2 things. One is he has great protection so he doesn't get hit. Next, he's reading one guy. This guy comes up. He throws the seam or go route to Shaheed, who's fast. If he drops back, then you hit the dig to Olave here. As the play continues, you can see the free safety turn his hips and run. Very easy read. Very easy read for Carr. Carr is going to see him backpedal, turn his hips, and he's going to hit Olave on the dig route. Olave catches a dig route, takes it for 39 yards down to the 5-yard line, which sets up the first touchdown against the Cowboys. We saw Cowboys in week 1. The Saints had a lot of success with the same play. Later in the game, they actually hit Shaheed on the same play because the safety comes up on the dig. So QB friendly, same routes, same progressions, good path protection, makes it very easy for the quarterback. This is what the Browns have to look for on Sunday.